Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of OpenCart Marketplace RMA system, or the Return Merchandise Authorization System. So basically this particular plugin is useful for product and order return. The plugin allows you to organize a system for the customers to request a return without any efforts. The customers can return the seller's product, have them replaced or refunded within the specified time limit as set by the admin from the configuration settings of the plugin itself. And apart from that, the sellers can generate the return reasons, the return status and the shipping label for the customers. So in today's video tutorial, I'll be showing you the workflow of the OpenCart Marketplace RMA system at the customer's front and the vendor's end, and we'll see the workflow at the both ends there, how the customers would be able to generate a return request there. So right now you can see that I'm at the marketplace web store front end on the one of the product pages, that's the iMac. And here you can see, apart from the description, specification and the review tabs, we have a return tab as well. Now the return tab would be only visible on those products for which the return has been enabled by the marketplace vendors, and here the customers can see the validity within which they can return the product, the reasons which are accepted for this particular product for return, and the accepted types are refund, repair and replace, as you can see right now. So from here the customers can view the return details of a particular product and can purchase a product, and if they want they can return the product within the set validity days that have been set for the particular product. So here we have set it as 15 days for the iMac product. Now let me take you further with the workflow there, and let's purchase this particular product first, and then we'll be requesting a return for this particular product there, or a replacement. So for that, before that, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So I'll be adding this product into the cart, that's the iMac, and I'll be making a checkout thereafter. So here I'll be selecting my billing details, my delivery details, my delivery method as we do usually, and I'll be choosing the terms and conditions and tapping on the continue button, and lastly I'll be confirming the order itself. So the order has been placed. Let's check the order number. The order number is 108, as you can see here. It's in the pending state right now, and for $139.20. Now how the customers would be able to request a return there? For that they'll have to go to the account panel on the right hand side, and under the customer account panel they'll find one option, that's the returns. Under the returns they'll be able to request for the returns for the orders that they have placed. Apart from that, they'll find a complete list of orders that they have already returned, if any. Otherwise, to request for a new return, they have to tap here on the request for return button, and that would bring up the new return information section, as you can see. So here what they need to do, they need to select the new return information here. So they'll choose their order number, select the product. From the drop down they'll choose the reason why they are returning the item, enter the quantity here. If they have any images of the product, they can upload the images of the product as well. For now I'll be uploading one return label for an example as. Then they'll have to enter the additional information regarding the particular return that they are going to make. So here I'll be entering test additional information, and if there is any consignment number, you can add the consignment number if you're returning the products there. And you can check the return policy as well by tapping here on the return policy, and then you have to check the return policy so that you are abiding by the return policy there, and then you can tap on the continue button itself. Now after tapping on the continue button, a new return request would be generated, and that would be listed here. As you can see that your return has been successfully saved, and here's the order number 108 with the return ID as 40, the iMac product. The reason was wrong item shipped, the quantity is 1. Right now the return status is pending, date is today's date, and from here we can cancel or we can view this particular return as well. If you want to view this particular return, you can tap here on the view details, and here you'll find the complete return details. You can print the details of the return as well by tapping here and tapping on the save button, and then printing it out as per your requirement there. Now here you can see the additional information is there, the image that we had uploaded, that is there, and here we have a close return option as well. So if you want to close the RMA after you have received the products, you can check this option and save this particular thing to mark or to set the RMA as solved from the customers end itself. And here we have the items that we have requested for the return, and if you want you can converse with the particular vendor whose or product this is by entering the message, I need a replacement for the product. For example, if you want you can upload an image file as well here as well. So let me upload the same image here as well, and then we'll be tapping here in the save button. Now this would start a conversation with the particular vendor whose product we are going to return there. So here now if I scroll down, you can see that we have the messages section, and I have sent a message that I need a replacement for the product, and here's the image that I attach. If I tap on that, the image would be opened up for the vendor to view. Now this was the customer's friend, how they can basically go to the return section and create a new request for a return there, and then how they can view the particular return that they have set up, and how they can send a message to the respective vendor of that particular product. Now coming to the vendors and the marketplace, vendors under their marketplace account panel will find four different options basically. One is the marketplace return management, marketplace return status, marketplace return reasons, and the marketplace mapped products. Now under the marketplace return management, they'll find the complete list of return requests that have been generated for their products. So here's the 108 product number, order ID basically, and the return status right now is pending, and from here the vendor can view the particular return there, and here he can find different tabs. The very first one is the return details, having the details of the order itself, like the order ID, the return status, the name, the additional information there. Under the products, we have the product that is being requested for a return. Then in the conversation, we'll find the conversation if the customer has sent any message, I need a replacement. For example, we had sent out along with an image. For example, we can tap on the image to view the image as a vendor as well. Now here we have the select return status. Now we can choose the different return statuses. Right now we have processing, replacement, send, return cancelled, and chargeback. Now these return statuses can be created from the marketplace return status here. So if I go to the marketplace return status, here you can find processing, replacement, return, and chargeback. The same are visible here under the marketplace return management. And when we are viewing the particular return, under that, when we go to the conversation, here we have the ones that we have chosen there. So right now it's in pending, we can set it in processing, and we can send a message back to the customer there. Okay, processing the request for replacement. And if I want, I can as a vendor upload a file as well and tap on the save button. After saving this thing, the message will be sent out to the particular customer there. So you can see that you have modified and updated the return. So we have sent, as a seller, I have sent the OK processing the request for replacement there. Now if I go back to the customer account panel and go to the returns, go to that particular return 108, view that up, scroll down to the messages section. Here I can find OK processing the request for replacement from the vendor itself. So here you can see that it's the message from the seller, and this was me as a customer who had sent I need a replacement for the product. Now after you've received the what we say as the replacement from the seller there, you can agree to mark the RMA as complete by selecting this option and tapping on the save button. But before that, let me show you how this particular shipping label can be downloaded after it has been uploaded by the vendor. So for that, I'll just go back to the marketplace return management, and I'll go to that particular order, and here we check the return details, the product, the conversation section. Then comes the return images. These were the images uploaded by the customer. Then we have the shipping label. So the vendor can upload a shipping label from this particular section by tapping on the upload file and selecting the file, tapping on the open button, and then tapping here on the send label button itself. And after that you can see the particular shipping label uploaded by the vendor. Now if we go back to the customer's end under the returns, to that particular return that we had set up, now you can see that it's from pending to processing, and let's view the details. Now you can see that now we can print the shipping label for our return there. So we can print the shipping label. As you can see, the details are there on that. I can tap here to print the particular shipping label itself, and then I can choose my destination, my printer, and then we can print it out as per our requirement there. So that was how this works. After you've printed the shipping label, everything has gone okay, then you can mark as a customer to close the RMA there as solved. So you can check this option and then tap here on the save button, and this would basically complete the RMA there after you have received the products from the vendor there. So you can see that your return has been solved now. Now if I go back to my return section, and here I'll find the order ID 108, return ID 40, return status as solved by the customer, as you can see here, and I can view the details as well if I want. And here as well the return status, you can see it's solved by the customer, and the rest of the things are there itself. So that was how the customers can generate the request, how the vendors can manage the return request there, and how they can generate the print or upload the print shipping label there, and how the customers can resolve or set the RMA as solved. Now after the marketplace return management, here the marketplace vendors also have the option of the marketplace return status, wherein they can add the different statuses for the return there. So here we can add any status by tapping on the add new button. For example, I'll set it as complete. I can choose the color, I'll enable it up, I'll save it up, and the particular return would then be complete, as you can see here, would be visible here, and would be available there to the vendors as well for selection. Then we have the marketplace return reasons. Here we have the different reasons for the return that are selected by the customers. So here you can add a new reason by tapping on the add item. For example, we'll go with something else wanted and enable it up. I'll save it, and it would be listed here under something else, or something else went wrong, for example, that I've added. You can also edit any of the return reasons as required. And now let me show you how the vendors would be able to add the return for their products. So for that, what they need to do is they need to go to the product list, and they can go to any of the products and can edit any of the product. After editing, they'll have to go to the return system tab, and they can enable the return for their product. They can choose the return types as refund, repair, or replace as required, and they can choose the return reasons as well. So here as well you can see that right now we had created something else went wrong, and it's visible here as well for selection. So you can choose these up, and these would then be visible on the front end at the storefront and on the product page itself. So let me select these up, and if I save these up, and if I go to the particular product at the storefront end, and if I go to the return and go to the reasons, and now you can see that something else went wrong is visible here under the return reason as well. So yes, that was much about the OpenCart marketplace return system there, or the RMA, return merchandise authorization system, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the flow there. And apart from adding the returns to the products here, the sellers, after they have added the returns to the products, the products having the returns would be visible under the marketplace mapped products, and here they'll find the complete list of products for which they have added the returns. Apart from that, they can also add the returns by tapping here on the add new button to products, and they can select a product from this particular section and select the return types and the return reasons, and can tap on the save button from the marketplace map product section as well. So yes, that was much about the workflow there, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the flow. And if you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements, then kindly do reach back to us at support@webkul.com, or you can raise a ticket at webkul.us.com as well. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video and have a great day ahead.